I'm here at the church getting ready to upload our Facebook Live feed. We film it in advance, so I just need to sit here and push a button and get it started. I'm here in our church's utility room, which is kind of a mess and a bit of a place where things go to die, I suppose, and be lost forever. But it's also where we keep, our network equipment, so I'm able to connect straight in and find the best connection for this feed. So here I am. Of course, I'm all by myself on a Sunday morning, which for me has actually been kind of nice. This week has been really chaotic. Starting homeschooling or virtual school has been busy. The girls at one point had 10 Zoom conference calls in one day between the three of them. You add in Ezekiel, who's 4 and is all over the place, and though we've set up 3 different desks in 3 different areas, he wants to be in all of them. He wants to be on all the Zoom calls. It's a bit crazy. Plus, I'm learning things like this, how to upload Facebook Live, and we're videotaping in advance, and it has been busy. Plus, I'm trying to blog every day as we journey through Mark. And so at the end of each day, I am worn out. But sitting here and having time to reflect, it's made me remember that lots of people are having a totally different experience. Rather than being worn out at the end of the day, they're bored. And rather than being in a house that just feels too small because there's so many people in it, they feel lonely. In the passage that is for tomorrow, as we journey through Mark, it's the end of chapter 13, and it's a passage, talking about the end times, also just the end of the Jewish time, the end of the temple. But Jesus keeps using this word "watch," and we have a tendency when we read these passages to think we're supposed to be watching for Jesus's return, watching the skies, but that's not really what Jesus means when he says watch. He instead means make sure that watch that you are about the things that I want you to be about. Make sure that you're watching your actions and that you're doing what I've commanded you to do. So as I think about this week coming up, I want to make sure that I am watching out for my neighbor, especially my neighbor who may be lonely. Rather than, overflowing with activities, they don't have anything going on and they're in their house all by themselves. So I want to make sure I'm watching out for my neighbor who's lonely. I also want to consider my neighbor who may be afraid of their financial stability. I'm getting paid this whole time. As long as people keep tithing to the church, my salary will keep going. And obviously, I hope people do keep tithing. But I don't really have financial worries in this time right now. And there are some people who really do have financial worries, who have lost their jobs, have lost their income. And I want to make sure I'm watching out for them. I want to be about the things that Jesus has called me to be about. There's no reason for me to look to the skies hoping that he'll return. I can look to my neighbor and hope that they experience the love of God through me. So I want to challenge you, church, to do that same thing this week. Think about who doesn't have anyone else in their lives, and think about how you can reach out to them. And then think about people who may have a need that you can fill, and do a door drop, or do a FaceTime, or send text messages, write a letter. Just be active, be watchful, so that the people of this world will know that God cares. Thanks.